Today we are going to look at a standard form, right? Standard form is also known as scientific notation. It is very, very important when you are dealing with very, very, very large numbers or very, very small numbers. So what we are going to do under this topic, our objectives are to be able to recognize numbers which are in standard form, also write numbers in standard form, changing from standard form to ordinary form, and changing from ordinary form to standard form. We also need to be able to add and subtract numbers that are in standard form. And finally, we need to be able to multiply and divide numbers in standard form. So those are the objectives under this topic, right? Now, for a number to be in standard form, it must be in form of a times 10 to the power n. That's why we say the number is in standard form. For a number to be in standard form, it must be in form of a times 10 to the power n, where a is a number between 1 and 10. I've written it, where a is greater than or equal to 1 but less than 10. So at this position, there we need a number which is greater than or equal to 1 but less than 10. We don't need to find a number like 0 comma something or a number like 40 or something like that. The number must be between 1 and 10 at this position there. Then n is a positive or a negative whole number. N is a positive or a negative whole number. Also, something that we need to remember about n is that n also represents how many times the comma is moved. So that means if the comma is moved once, then the power will be 1. If the comma is moved 0 times, then the power will be 0. So n can be a positive or a negative whole number, including 0. That's what we're going to have at n there. So this is how we're going to write our numbers in standard form. For a number to be in standard form, it must be in form of a times 10 to the power n. Now I have a few numbers there that we need to change from ordinary form to standard form, and also from standard form to ordinary form. Let us see what we are going to do. What we are going to do is that the first number there, which is 23,000,000, lots of zeros there, right? So we need to change this number into standard form, right? So to change it to be in standard form, it must be like 2 comma 3, right? 2 comma 3 will be between 1 and 10. So that means we need to put our comma here between 2 and 3 so that this number can be between 1 and 10. But where is our comma in this number? The comma is at the end here. That's where the comma is. If there is no comma in the number, then it means it's at the end, right? To the right of the number, not the left, but to the right of the number, right? So we are going to move our comma from this position until this number becomes a 2 comma 3, right? So we are going to move our comma how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? That's how we are going to do it. So you really need to count these by writing like you used to do in primary and dealing with number lines, right? So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, right? So we move our comma to this position, so the number becomes 2 comma 3, and we said we've moved this comma how many times? 9 times. So the answer is going to be 2 comma 3 times 10 to the power 9. Right? How do we know if this power is supposed to be positive or negative? Right? If you move your comma from left to right, the power is negative. If you move from right to left, the power is positive. In this case, we're moving from right to left. Therefore, the power is going to be positive there. But if you move from left to right, the power is negative. So right to left, power positive. Left to right, power negative. Or else you can also remember this by saying, if the number that you are changing is greater than 1, like this one is greater than 1, the power is going to be positive. But if the number is less than 1, like this one is less than 1, the power is going to be negative. So let's just change this one. We are going to move our comma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So the number becomes 4,623. Right? It's now between 1 and 10. So 4,623 is now between 1 and 10 times 10 to the power negative 5, because we have moved our comma 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this number was less than 1, so the power is going to be negative. Or we're moving our comma from left to right, so the power is going to be negative. Let's us look at this one. This number is not also in standard form. This number is 0,016 times 10 to the power 5. This number is not in standard form. Why? Because this number 0,016 is not between 1 and 10. So this number is not in standard form. We need to change it to make sure that it's in standard form. So we're going to move our comma 1, 2. Now, we are moving from left to right. That means we have moved our comma negative 2. So we come here at this power 5 and we say negative 2, because that's how many times the comma is moved. So we write it 1,6 times 10 to the power 5 negative 2, because we have moved our comma 2 times there from left to right. So we add a negative 2 there. So then we simplify by subtracting. Then the answer will be 1,6 times 10 to the power 3. Then we have 3,4 times 10 to the power 3. Also, this number is not in standard form. Why are we saying it's not in standard form? Because 73,4 is not between 1 and 10. This needs to be 7,34 to be in standard form. So we are going to move our comma ones from here to here. But this is going to be positive one movement. Positive one movement. So we are going to add 1 at 3 there. So we are having 7,34 times 10 to the power 3 plus 1, giving us 7,34 times 10 to the power 4. Right? We need to check the last two examples. The last two examples, they are dealing with changing from standard form to ordinary form. Now, we have 8,3 times 10 to the power negative 6. Right? If you have a negative power there, you need to first write 6 zeros. Right? That's what you simply do there. You write 6 zeros first. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Then you write 8, 3, like this. 2, 4, 6 zeros. Then we have power 6. So write 6 zeros in front if the power is negative. You write 6 zeros in front. Where are we going to put our comma? We are going to put our comma between the first 0 and the second 0 there. That's where we put our comma, because we have this number is negative. It's less than 1. Right? We have the second example. It's 8,76 times 10 to the power 6. Right? This is a positive power. So we put our zeros to the right. So we are going to put our zeros to the right. So first write 879. 879. Then we are going to write how many zeros? 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Right? Now, where are we going to put our comma? We have 2 decimal places here. So we are going to put our comma here, so that we can have our 2 decimal places there. That's what we do when we are changing numbers from standard form to ordinary form. So at the end of the day, we lose our zeros there, and we remain with 879 00000 there. Right? That's what we remain with. I hope this has helped us to know how to change numbers from standard form to ordinary form, or from ordinary form